Netcode. Yes, the topic that this game is so infamous for. The biggest elephant in the room that they still refuse to address and act like it's fully invisible. Now, of course, I'm not saying anything new here with this topic and the one after this one. And this has been such a problem with the game for so long that it became the main criticism for this game pretty much all across the board. But I'm still going to say that this is the very thing that people have been wanting to change for years ever since this game's release. And we still don't have it even after 9 years. Even to this day, it's still a nightmare to play against people online because of the insultingly inconsistent netcode that does whatever it wants when it comes to fighting other people or even joining lobbies. And even then, with 4 or 5 bars of connection, there's still a chance that it won't even be all that great. Yes, there's still a chance for significant lag to happen even with the best possible connection, which is why you can't trust what the lobby says the connection is and safely assume that 99% of the time when the game does something that doesn't even make a fraction of sense, that's just the game doing whatever it wants and there's no consistent answer when it comes to connection between people. The netcode being bad is also the reason why the term false hit confirm exists. What does that mean? Basically, it's when you hit someone in the game, you see the effect of them getting hit, but the opponent doesn't actually get staggered. And I don't think I have to tell you that that's very annoying to fight. There have been various times where I've done nothing but actively chase someone throughout the entirety of the match, or just left myself wide open to getting hit because of false hit confirms. This has been a massive issue ever since the beginning of this game, and it's supremely annoying to have that happen over and over and over and over again, especially against a tryhard. It's also the reason why certain skills and combos have a 50-50 chance of not working when you're fighting someone online. Of course, when you try these combos/skills offline, of course they'll work without the horrid netcode in the way, but even if you do all the inputs right for the combo string with a certain character online, there's still a chance that it won't work fully and just drop out of nowhere, leaving you wide open to getting hit. The same story goes for super attacks and ultimates, because those have a chance of hitting your opponent and won't actually stagger them, connect fully, or do damage. It's also the reason why there's a chance that you'll get hit by an attack that is absolutely nowhere near you. That goes for basic attacks, super attacks, ultimates, and especially the case with grabs and grab supers, and attacks that just have ignorant priority casually for no reason. Because there will be times where you'll dash around an attack or grab, but you'll still get dragged into it even though you and your opponent are on the other side of the neighborhood. I mean, just look at this. So I kind of already touched on this with a previous video that I still don't have a thumbnail for, but I'm going to say it again since I feel like I could have done so much better, and I'm going to do that video justice now. So Xenoverse Online, in PvP specifically, has been an egregious field full of tryhards and cheaters that have been ruining this game's online experience for years, especially for the people that just want to play the game for fun at this point. When it comes to PvE, I haven't noticed a lot of things that are toxic over the years, but PvP in Xenoverse 2, when you're trying to have fun against people who are overwhelmingly desperate to get a win majority of the time, is every single form of not fun. What do I mean by this? Well, a lot in various forms. For starters, tryhards have been extremely common ever since this game's release and are still a thing in this game in 2025 by a major degree. If you go into Xenoverse 2 ranked right now, there's a high chance that you'll run into someone who plays cheap multiple different ways over and over and over and over again. The playstyle being spamming X, Y, or triangle depending on what console you're on, using infinites, trapping people in unbanishable combos, using the same super attacks constantly for easy damage, using evasives that stun or knock people back for easy cheap routes into combos, or just blinding your opponents, running away to break their own stamina and burst dashing back into you so you can't punish them for it, using super guard to hide themselves whenever they break their own stamina, spamming backflip every time they're open to getting hit, which means that they're just using it like how fake death was, where every single time they were open to getting hit, they just use backflip over and over and over again to ensure that you can't punish them. Using annoying super souls that heal them throughout the whole fight while having a health limit burst on top of what they're doing. I'm stopping here, but it can really keep going, that's the insane part. Every single time you play this game against other people, you always run into some form of what I just said previously, no matter where you go in the PvP scene, with ranked being the most of where it's all been seen. It exists in player matches too, but just not by a huge degree, except the only difference is that 3 of your opponents have the potential to play the exact same as each other, and also the exact same as people who play on ranked. And there's also a chance that people will just kick you out of the match for no reason or just jump you. Endless matches are not that much different from 1v1 in player match or ranked match. It's just like both of those, but you have to wait your turn, so I'm not even going to bother with that. Now, of course, that's not to say that you can't jump into with limitations and not find a match. Like, no, you can find someone with limitations eventually after a while, but you're probably going to be waiting a lot longer versus if you're not playing the game with limitations, because, like I mentioned before, in judging off the majority of the player base when it comes to playing ranked or player matches or endless matches, whatever have you, majority of people in this game want to use everything at their disposal to win against anyone. Like, they don't want limitations on what they want to do. They want to have everything there so that way they can use everything at one time. And it doesn't matter who it's against, whether it's people that play exactly like them, people who play normally, or God forbid, a squish character for some reason. No matter who it is, they want to use everything at their disposal. Their full power, everything. Now, you might go, well, online PvP in this game can't be that bad. There's no way, especially when Sparking Zero's PvP exists. That's way worse. Ah, okay, not bad, because you're right. Xenoverse 2's online experience has been blissful throughout the whole time it's existed ever since 2016. It's full of people that play the game with the concept of fair and balanced in their mind, especially when it comes to the casual players, and majority of the player base definitely do not play like they're super desperate to get a win against people that only want to play the game to have fun. People who play Xenoverse 2 online are definitely not the same type of people that be toxic towards players by abusing the most broken stuff in the game, as well as playing unnecessarily cheap for no reason and using every single cheap mechanic under the sun in terms of their skill set to get leverage against people that they're playing against, no matter who it is. Right?
No.
By the way, that costs no key. Time control costs, well, it costs so little key to the point where you get key regenerating it back. You can't use an evasive, you can't get out of this at all.
Bro, you just press buttons for fun. You actual ass. You are so bad. You keep on spending it every second you get because this game allows it to be free for no fucking reason. Cool.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh
wrong with you? This guy is so fucking stupid.
Because that was fair. Because that is fair. That is fucking.
Oh, no, fuck it, no, fuck you, no.
I'm telling you right now, Sparking Zero is definitely not the first game to have this problem, when all of what you just saw just now has existed with Xenoverse 2 for the longest time, and is why I believe that Xenoverse 2 is at least part of the reason why PvP is unbearable for Sparking Zero, because of all of the nonsense that Xenoverse 2 had and still has online to this day. Another major thing about the online scene for standard Xenoverse 2 is, unfortunately, modders. And when I say modders, by the way, I mean people who are cheating in the base game, not the XV2 modders like Revamp that make cool stuff for the PC version of the game. This has been another thing that's been a major problem for years and has been evolving in different forms so much that Cabby had made 2 whole sub-Saturdays showcasing all of the people cheating in this game. And for years, Bondi and Dimps can't seem to fix this issue, or either don't want to, and even stated on the stream years ago that it's entirely unavoidable, and if it does become a problem, they'll do all they can to address it. And I'm just sitting here listening to that and I'm going, how? Literally how? You made it as to where it's raid boss moves that we can unlock for our CACs for crystal raid battles isn't a thing that you can equip when you go online. So why can't you do the same for the people that are using skills that they aren't supposed to have? Also, it already is a problem, and it has been for years. It could be an entirely avoidable issue if you just put a line of code in the game that prevents people from using raid boss moves, as well as putting skills/stats on CACs and characters that they aren't supposed to have. The same thing could be said for bypassing the current level cap to get all the way to level 199, or whatever gives you infinite giant Namekian. Like, this has been such a problem for a long time that the place where cheating was not possible for, which was the Xbox version of XV2, these people found a way to cheat on that version of the game as well, through the Microsoft PC port or them forgetting to add flags in the game to prevent modding, whatever it was, I don't know. All the information that I know about that is stuff that I read like loosely a few months ago when all that stuff was popping up for the Xbox version of XV2, people saying, oh, well, people are now modding on this version of the game now. And also, side note, in the process of me making this script and making the whole series and stuff, Future Saga Chapter 3 wasn't released yet, and Future Saga Chapter 3 was released just last week. So I don't know if they fixed the problem with the modding on all versions of the game by adding the flags in there or just adding a port in there to prevent people from cheating. I have no clue, but if you just so happen to know anything about that, then feel free to let me know in the comment section as well, because I would also like to know if they potentially address that. And I'll also try to see if I can find anything that's loosely related to that too. But if they just so happen to not fix all this stuff, then in the 9 years that this game has been out, this has been such an issue for a long time that it carried over to the version of XV2 that was impossible to cheat on for the longest time. And now we live in a time period where we got all these people online using mods to win matches in every single version of standard XV2. And before we get that one person that's like, oh, is it a problem because you can't counter it? Is it a problem because you can't get good? Is it a problem because you can't get around it?
Cry about it. Smoke, seize, and mold.
You're dirt. You're doo-doo butter.
You scrawny motherfucker. Fucking loser. You make me sick. You're disgusting.
This is just war. This is just boy looks. You just have to adapt to the war, bitch. Alright? Get good. Cool. Scrub. Exposed with messages. Perfect. Body. Trash. So the ones you do was cheese? Adapt.
You're pathetic. You're not worth my time. Disgusting. Shame. Shame. Absolute shame.
Boy, you know you trash. Don't ever play this again. Put the controller down. Let us keep sharing something, because this ain't your hobby.
Your ping is at 873. Are you playing off a cell phone hotspot?
Go off on your watch. You're excuse sorry or you are. You're buns. You wish it was a connection.
You clipped through the floor that last match. I can report you. What are you saying on your side?
Cry more. I'll hit message you about it.
Sorry. Should I unplug my modem so we can have the same connection?
Yeah, get better.
I can use a good one.
Yeah, it's entirely possible to play this game normally, even against a tryhard like that, and still win. It may not be easy, but it's still possible. And even then, you don't have to play like that 24/7 to win matches in this game. This game is not that hard. Anyway,